If you have a cell phone, chances are you're getting calls almost every day now from scammers looking to take advantage of you. One of the latest is from someone pretending to be with the Social Security Administration, telling you that there's problems with your Social Security number or your Medicare account and that there's been fraudulent activity. They tell you that you need to call right away to take care of the problem. And if you don't, they threaten you could face charges or even be arrested. Here's what one of those calls sounds like.
Enforcement agencies to suspend your Social Security number on an immediate basis, as we have received suspicious trails of information in your name. Now if I don't hear a call from you, we will have to issue an arrest warrant under your name and get you arrested. So get back to me as soon as possible. Thank you.
Lisa Crosby is with the Social Security Administration office in Plattsburgh. Welcome. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate you having me.
We just heard a typical call from a scammer. Has there been a spike in the number of calls here in the North Country?
We have seen across the country a spike in these calls, and that's why it's very important, and we're very appreciative for your cooperation in getting the word out. It's important that we help people protect themselves. We're asking that if people do get suspicious or unexpected phone calls, that they do call our Office of the Inspector General hotline to report these calls.
How many people have called your office here in Plattsburgh saying that they've received these calls?
You know, we haven't even counted. It's just the spike has been incredible. These calls are, they seem normal, right? You may get a phone call and it just says we need more information, but Social Security doesn't call and ask for more personal information in order to increase your benefits or promise that benefits will be approved. And we certainly don't threaten people. So if you get a call like that, you know it's not us, you know it's fraudulent activity, please do not engage. Hang up. Call our Office of the Inspector General hotline, report the call, any information you can give. These phone calls are coming in from, it may be an out-of-state number that shows up on your caller ID, or it may even be a legitimate Social Security Administration number, such as our 1-800-772-1213 National Customer Service line. They've actually been showing up on caller ID. So we're asking people to be vigilant and be careful and be suspicious.
And we've heard cases where they're spoofing, they're using local phone numbers of Social Security offices. Just about a week ago in Malone, they were using the police department's phone numbers. It's not out of the question that the Social Security office would make calls,
no,
but they would never ask for this type of personal information.
Yeah, it's not at all unusual for us to make calls. It's part of our job to serve the public, to make outgoing calls, but generally it's to people that we have ongoing business relationships with, and never will a Social Security Administration employee ask for additional personal information to secure benefits or make any kind of threats towards you in order to get personal information.
And when you talk about the threats, some of these calls, they say they're police officers, they give badge numbers, they say you need to call or you could face charges or even be arrested.
Yeah, and that example that you played earlier is a perfect example of what some of the calls are. They indicate that there's fraudulent activity on your account. Not the case. If you get calls like that, please do not engage. Hang up. The recorded messages sometimes ask you to press 1 or to return a call to a certain phone number. Do not press 1. Do not return the call. Immediately hang up and call our Office of the Inspector General hotline to report all fraudulent activity.
And the Social Security Administration has put out a public service announcement that's airing across the country now. We have that. Let's take a look at that right now.
Great, thank you.
New message.
Department of the Social Security Administration. The reason of this call is to inform you that your Social Security number has been suspended for suspicion of illegal activity. 326.
This is a scam. Thieves are misusing the Social Security Administration's authority and phone schemes to trick you into giving them money or personal information. Don't believe them. Don't provide any information. SSA employees will never threaten you for information. If you suspect you've been contacted by an SSA scammer, call the Social Security Fraud Hotline.
Are there people in particular that are being targeted?
Actually, Tom, yes. Basically anyone with a telephone. So again, we're asking everyone, be careful. It can happen to anyone at any time.
So you don't have to be a client of the Social Security Administration or receive Medicare or anything like that.
Nope.
They're calling
a telephone.
everybody with a Social Security number saying
well, a telephone number really is all that it takes. A phone number is all it takes, and you could be the victim of one of these calls, so be careful.